Fire salamanders secret. Why those colors? The fire salamander, scientifically known as Salamandra, is a truly captivating creature of the amphibian world. Its appearance alone sets it apart. The striking contrast between its black back and vibrant orange flanks makes it instantly recognizable. This bold coloration isn't just for show, it serves as a warning to potential predators. The bright colors signal that this salamander contains toxins, making it unpalatable and often avoided. Interestingly, variations in color intensity can occur depending on the region they inhabit, with some populations displaying more muted tones while others retain the classic fiery appearance. Observing these subtle differences is part of what makes studying fire salamanders so fascinating. The vibrant yellows and blacks you see on a fire salamander aren't just beautiful, they're a powerful message to would-be predators. This is called aposematism, also known as warning coloration. Essentially, the salamander is broadcasting, "I don't taste good," or even worse. These bold patterns are nature's way of saying, "Stay away, I'm toxic." Predators that ignore this visual cue often learn their lesson quickly, avoiding similar-looking salamanders in the future and ensuring the survival of the species. The vibrant colors of a fire salamander aren't just for show, they're a warning sign, an example of something called aposematic coloration. These bright oranges and yellows act like flashing neon signs to potential predators. The secret behind this defense lies in the salamander's skin. It produces a powerful chemical irritant known as crotamarin. This substance isn't pleasant. It causes irritation if touched, or worse yet, ingested. Consequently, that striking coloration is a clear message: stay away. I don't taste good, and you might regret trying. It's a clever evolutionary strategy. The bright colors advertise a defense mechanism, preventing predators from learning this lesson through painful experience. The vibrant colors we see on fire salamanders aren't uniform across their range. In Europe, they're surprisingly adaptable and tell a story about their environment. You'll notice significant differences from Spain to Scandinavia, for instance. This variation is largely due to what these salamanders eat, primarily invertebrates like slugs, snails, and insects, and the pressures of local predators. A diet rich in certain carotenoids, pigments found in some prey items, can intensify the yellow and orange hues. Meanwhile, areas with more intense predation might see a shift towards darker, less conspicuous patterns as a form of camouflage. It's an incredible example of how natural selection shapes appearance based on localized conditions. It's fascinating to observe how a fire salamander's appearance changes throughout its life. When they first hatch, these little creatures are surprisingly drab, often sporting a muted brown or gray coloration. This isn't some camouflage strategy, it's actually linked to their defense mechanism. The vibrant orange and yellow markings we associate with adult fire salamanders, which warn predators of their toxic skin secretions called crotamarin, don't appear until they reach maturity. Essentially, these bright colors are a signal that the salamander has grown large enough for its defenses to be truly effective against potential threats. It's a beautiful example of how an animal's appearance can directly reflect its capabilities and stage in life. Despite their vibrant warning colors, fire salamanders aren't entirely safe from predation. Grass snakes, for instance, a common inhabitant of these woodlands, will occasionally try to make a meal out of them. However, this often proves to be a rather unpleasant experience for the snake. The secret lies in a chemical called crotamarin, which the salamander produces as part of its defense mechanism. When a grass snake attempts to swallow a fire salamander, that crotamarin irritates their mouth and digestive system, leading them to quickly regurgitate their fiery meal. It's a clever evolutionary trick. Bright colors warn potential predators, but a nasty taste ensures they won't be back for seconds. The vibrant colors we see on fire salamanders aren't just for show, they're a fascinating example of evolution in action. Researchers theorize that these striking patterns developed as a direct response to the dangers posed by visual predators like birds and foxes. Imagine a landscape filled with camouflaged salamanders. Those with slightly brighter markings would be easier to spot and become prey. Over generations, salamanders exhibiting more intense colors had a higher chance of survival. They lived longer, reproduced more successfully, and passed on their genes for bolder patterns. This ongoing selection pressure, the constant threat from predators favoring individuals with distinct coloration, gradually sculpted the vivid appearance we observe today. It's a powerful demonstration of how natural selection can shape even the most dazzling displays in nature. The fire salamander's range isn't just about geography, it's deeply intertwined with where forests thrive. These amphibians depend on specific forest habitats because they absolutely need moist environments to breed and hunt for food. That constant moisture is critical. Their skin, unlike ours, is incredibly permeable, meaning it readily absorbs water. If that skin dries out, the salamander can quickly become dehydrated and struggle to survive. Therefore, you'll find them concentrated in areas with consistent rainfall, shaded undergrowth, and near bodies of water like streams or ponds. The presence of these habitats truly dictates where fire salamanders can call home. These incredible colors aren't just for show, they're a vital defense mechanism known as aposematism, warning predators that the fire salamander is toxic. Unfortunately, despite this impressive protection, these beautiful amphibians face increasing challenges. Habitat loss due to agricultural expansion and urbanization continues to shrink their range, fragmenting populations and limiting genetic diversity. Compounding this problem, climate change is altering rainfall patterns and increasing temperatures, drying out breeding pools and impacting food availability. These stressors are particularly concerning because fire salamanders have a limited ability to adapt quickly. Without dedicated conservation efforts, like protecting existing habitats and restoring degraded areas, we risk losing these iconic creatures from across Europe. The intense colors we see on a fire salamander, those vibrant yellows, oranges, and reds aren't just for show, they're a direct result of the environment it inhabits and its survival needs. These salamanders live in areas with volcanic activity, rich in minerals like copper and sulfur. The chemicals in these minerals are absorbed through their skin during development, interacting with pigments to create this stunning display. It's a fascinating example of how an animal's biology can be shaped by the geology around it. Predators often associate bright colors with toxicity, and while fire salamanders aren't particularly poisonous, their appearance serves as a warning signal, a form of mimicry that helps them avoid being eaten. Their beauty is therefore inextricably linked to both their chemistry and their place in the food chain, an exquisite illustration of adaptation.